Should I open up a TPT or Teachers Pay Teachers store? If I already have a Teachers Pay Teachers store, should I try to expand upon it and see if I could make it a side hustle for my already online teaching business? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Teaching Online with Kelsey. My name is Kelsey and I created this channel to vlog about my life as a full-time online teacher. So please make sure it is not the last time that you see me by hitting that red subscription button and the bell down below to be notified of new videos every week. And to also give this video a thumbs up. It helps support me and this channel. And before we really dig into this video, I want to remind you of my free All School guide. All School is a brand new online teaching platform. They are looking for teachers willing to create their own classes and to teach on their platform. And so if you feel a little stuck on what you want to teach on the platform or wanting to do your demo lesson for All School, that guide is going to be able to help you. And I also have my Teachers Pay Teachers store. Since we're on the topic of Teachers Pay Teachers, make sure to give that a follow. I also have my 2 Amazon books that are going to be $10 forever. So all of the stuff to help support this channel is going to be below in the description box. And thank you for your support because it means everything to me. So now let's go ahead and get started. Whether you are an in-person teacher or an online teacher, you have probably heard of the website Teachers Pay Teachers. And that is a website designed for teachers to look up creative lesson plans, lesson plan ideas, resources that teachers can use in their own classrooms. And I definitely have benefited from Teachers Pay Teachers as an online teacher when I was looking for resources for certain classes that I felt like, well, I don't really know what else I can add to the lesson. Let me check Teachers Pay Teachers and see if there's anything that could help me further to expand and make the lesson even better than it was before. And for teachers, we should rely on each other for ideas and for crafts and lesson plan help. We should be able to rely on each other for that. So again, I don't know what the hate is for like administrators or like school boards that want to sit here and go, don't use Teachers Pay Teachers. It's not a good thing to do. Okay, well, but you know, that's a whole other thing for a whole other time. If you're a teacher and you're watching this and you use Teachers Pay Teachers, that is okay. However, for this specific video, this is in relation to if you as the teacher want to have your own Teachers Pay Teachers store. Should you open up a store for yourself and offer your lesson plans to other teachers? And the thing is, that's really up to you if you want to start your own Teachers Pay Teachers store. Many of us that start Teachers Pay Teachers stores is because we have so many teaching resources that we have used personally and we had felt like it was successful in our own classrooms and that you just want to share that with other teachers that may be looking for something to help them in their lessons. So as long as you are willing to sell and offer any craft ideas, any lesson plans, any sort of templates that teachers can use in their classroom, if you feel the need, like if you're willing to share what you have to offer to other teachers, then go for it. Especially if you have a lot of resources that you have created yourself that you would be willing to sell on Teachers Pay Teachers. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, so that does not mean that if you had bought something from Teachers Pay Teachers from another teacher, that product that you use, you try to resell it yourself. Like, no, that's not how that works. You want to be sure that if you're going to make a Teachers Pay Teachers store, that you have resources and lessons and crafts and projects and all that jazz created by you, an original work from you and no one else. So again, I don't know who needs to hear it, but in case you do, there you go. I say go for it for starting up your own Teachers Pay Teachers store, because what do you have to lose when you offer what you use in your classroom for other teachers to use? The worst thing that could happen is you download and you create all these resources and nobody buys it. That's pretty much it. Like that's the worst thing that could happen, is that nobody buys your resources. But for me, when I really started digging into expanding my Teachers Pay Teachers store, I realized that a lot of the lessons that I've used on OutSchool and that I have offered as like downloadables, that there have been people that would like buy my $1 resources. And so it's possible that whatever you have to offer, that there's going to be somebody who sees it and is willing to buy it from you. So now let's say that you're like, okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and open up a Teachers Pay Teachers store. Or maybe you're like me and you already are trying to establish yourself on Teachers Pay Teachers, but now you're thinking, what could I do to like expand my store and have other teachers or even parents, whoever's on the site, see that what I have to offer is actually worthy? You know, what are some big tips that we can use to try to grow this side hustle of a business that, what we've seen in recent years, there's been a lot of teachers that have been replacing their full-time income on Teachers Pay Teachers alone, which just blows my mind, because even like when I was in college for education, like Teachers Pay Teachers was just something that maybe you made like $50 a month, like maybe. But like there are teachers out there making 6 figures a year on Teachers Pay Teachers alone. So like we can all help each other out. We can see our resources and be like, yeah, that sounds really helpful. So I think I'm going to try it out. I'm going to help this teacher out. So if we all just do that and we all agree to just help each other out in that way, like we really would be like supporting our incomes and getting the incomes that we deserve for our hard work. Okay. I had to go off on a tangent. Well, here are my top tips that I have noticed for like the top sellers of Teachers Pay Teachers, that gets people to click on their stuff and to see their stuff and go, yeah, I think I'm going to buy that. So one of the first things I've noticed while checking out the Teachers Pay Teachers website is that a lot of the artwork for the top sellers are really compelling. They all use like really pop-worthy fonts. They have all sorts of different colors and templates that they have to offer. So just eye-catching, attention-grabbing artwork. So when you download a product on Teachers Pay Teachers, usually they'll want some form of like a thumbnail or front artwork to sort of get, you know, whoever is looking for that certain resource to go, oh, this is what, you know, this product is about. So if you see all sorts of fonts and colors and templates, like those are the big 3 things that I notice when I am looking at Teachers Pay Teachers, is that those certain fonts and the colors and the templates and that type of wording is what really sticks out. Another thing that I notice on top sellers is a lot of keywords. Now, for those that do social media, we like to use keywords a lot for like Pinterest pins, Instagram, TikToks. Like we all try to beat the algorithm by using keywords, and it sort of goes the same for Teachers Pay Teachers. A lot of times, whenever you see certain products for whatever you have to offer, try to look for those keywords. So if a product that you have to offer is solving addition problems, or they're like addition flashcards. Go into the search tab and see what the keywords, right? So you type in addition flashcards, and then those top searches, look at their title and their description on what kind of keywords that they are using for their title and description. So that should give you a little up on those keywords for when teachers are looking for certain things, that one of your products would be would be shown on the list pretty easily, and not, you know, how like saying addition with frogs or addition with cows, and then it would be down at the bottom, and then nobody would see your stuff. We don't want to do that. And one thing to keep in mind is making products that would be worthy. Again, I don't know who needs to hear that. I'm not saying the specific products that you have are not worthy or not, you know, practical or usable. It's just, you don't want to just be making products just so you can put it on your Teachers Pay Teachers store. The best kind of content that you can put on your Teachers Pay Teachers store is something that you already use in your classroom. So whether that would be, you know, slideshow presentations, or if you use pictures for a certain class, if you use a game that you use in your classroom, whatever you use, if you know that it works and you know that the kids really like it, they get engaged, they get involved, and it's fun, put that on there. That is worthy content if you have seen it in person, that it's something that works. And it's not just, you know, you making something on Canva because it's like, oh, well, Kelsey says I should build a Teachers Pay Teachers store. Use the resources that you already use in your classroom to your advantage. Obviously, the biggest thing is going to be you willing to be open to sharing those resources. And you're selling the resources. So once you sell it, it's going to be worthy to get that money in return, especially if you get the premium subscription to Teachers Pay Teachers, which I believe is like somewhere around $55, $60 a year. All right, so you pay that all up front 1 year. However, whenever you sell a product, you get the majority of that profit back. Because when you do just the basic membership on Teachers Pay Teachers, like you get your profit, but it's, say you have a product for $1, all right, and somebody buys it. Well, Teachers Pay Teachers get their cut, and then they give you the rest. Ultimately, that means that $1 product that you have to offer, you're only going to get 25 cents in return. So unless this product just sells like hotcakes every single day and like 1 million people buy it, one thing to consideration if you really want to take Teachers Pay Teachers seriously is to try to invest in the premium membership that they have yearly, so that you can keep most of your money, and that the hope is that you pretty much get what you paid in your membership in return by what you will earn on Teachers Pay Teachers. And you unlock all sorts of different features with the premium membership too. So it's well worth it in the long run to just go with the membership instead of the basic. Is it worth it to keep adding products to your Teachers Pay Teachers store? Well, it just all depends on what kind of products you already have made and what you may end up creating for new classes if you're an online teacher like on OutSchool or on AllSchool. I mean, most teachers usually just offer what they did teach in the classroom, like if they're no longer a brick and mortar teacher, and they just put it all on Teachers Pay Teachers and that's it. You know, it's ultimately up to you if you want to keep adding products to your Teachers Pay Teachers store or not. That's your discretion. And so I know sometimes I like to make like Valentine's Day cards and put that on Teachers Pay Teachers, or anything like holiday or seasonal related. I like to try to add some of those fun things that you could use in your classroom, or something to give out, you know, to your students, you know, whatever the situation is. But in terms of stuff that I use like in my own curriculum, I usually say, all right, this is all that I use on my curriculum. That's it. So again, it's totally up to you on what you want to do with the store, with your own store, essentially. As far as my experiences with Teachers Pay Teachers is that I regret not trying to get a premium membership sooner, because the few people that have bought my products, and most of them being like $1, like some of the fun worksheets or the cards, like I only get 25-cent profit. So when you just do the basic membership, you don't really get a lot in return. So then, of course, in your mind, you're going to think, I don't know, I don't think Teachers Pay Teachers is really worth it. So the premium membership, and I mean, I'm not sponsoring Teachers Pay Teachers or anything. This is just experience. The premium membership is going to be well worth trying to grow a Teachers Pay Teachers business and make it truly like a side income, as opposed to just doing the basic membership and just sort of hoping for the best. But again, it's all up to you. It depends on how much you want to put in, how much effort you want to put in towards your store. If you only just want to make like $100 a month, or if you want to try to make 6 figures. It really just all depends. It just depends on what kind of experience you want to have on Teachers Pay Teachers. That is all I have to share about Teachers Pay Teachers. If you have any other questions, or if you have any other advice about Teachers Pay Teachers, please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear it, and I would love to talk with you about it, as I'm sure other teachers that watch this video would love to hear your intake and your experience and your thoughts on Teachers Pay Teachers too. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.